So there's this very devout man, lives in Southern California, and every morning he walks the beach and he prays. And one morning as he's praying, the sun's coming up, it's just a beautiful California morning, God speaks to him. And he says, "My son, you've been faithful in all matters. Like Solomon, I'm going to answer one of your prayers." And he said, whatever you want. And he said, thanks for a little while. And he says, "Lord," he said, "I am in awe of the creation. I love particularly the island of Hawaii, or the islands of Hawaii. And I would love more than anything to have a bridge from California to Hawaii that I could go across anytime that I want to enjoy your beauty on those islands." And God comes back and says, "My son, I mean, think about what you're asking. I mean, think about the concrete and the resources and the destruction of sea life and all of those types of things. You've got to think of something else." And so he thinks for a little while and he says, "Okay, there's been something that's been really on my heart that I've been worried about and perplexed by. And I want to know why my son wants to be a soccer coach. I mean, you know, the parents are always after him. He makes little to no money for the hours that he puts in. He coaches in the rain and the snow and the sleet without much thankfulness. The players are always unhappy with their playing time. The referees always seem to be against him. There are all these things that I cannot understand why in the world he would ever want to be a soccer coach. Can you please explain that to me?" And there's a little pause, and then God comes back and says, "Do you want that bridge 2 lanes or 4? So, but it does bring to mind, why do we coach? Why do we come out? Why do we put ourselves through all of those things? Because those are a reality of what we do. And so it's great to see all of you here, because I think you're all here because whether you're playing or whether you're coaching, it's for a higher purpose. So that's great. My session today is about defense, all right? Kind of the principles of defense. Very specifically, it's an yeah, you guys are great. It's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be awesome. It's really about this idea of zonal defense, okay? One of the things, and everything you're going to see are things that we do with our players on a pretty regular basis. When we play some of the better teams, and we've done all right, but when we play, you know, the UVAs of the world and UNCs of the world, and we're chasing the game quite a bit, and it feels like they've got extra players on the field sometimes. And so we've come up with some ideas about how do we want to organize our defense? How do we want to get them to shift and move and not be stuck and just, all right, here's my man, you deal with the rest? How do we work cohesively and collectively to be able to win the ball and then eventually be able to go and attack? And so that's what this session is going to kind of work with the players on, is that idea. And so a lot of what we'll start with will be like numbers down defense and good decision making, because if it's always even, then it's very easy to say, this is my mark. I have no other responsibilities. But that doesn't work at a higher level. We have to work together. So that's going to be where we start. So we'll start with just some basic, you know, activities similar to what you saw, what a lot of you have done. So it'll be kind of a 5v2, 6v2. That'll morph into like a 10v5, into something with some directions and counterattacking, because there always needs to be transition within that, and then play. So that'll be how this session is organized. Great. So without further ado, if I can get our players to come on out. Keepers, you guys can relax for a few minutes. We'll need you in just a little bit. Yeah. And I need, if you had a black on before, can you guys, I will be worked you guys too hard. I need half of you in, if you had a black on before, go ahead and put that on. There are a couple more over this way.
I didn't realize I was still wearing mine.
Yeah, perfect. All right, the gray, I need the gray all over here and the green. The black, you guys are gonna all start in the red. If you were in black before, grab another black.
Yeah. It's right here, there's black.
Yeah, there's some blacks right here if you need one there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I need 2 blacks to come on over to this grid, 2 grays to go over there. Don't worry, everybody will have a chance to go. All right? All right, so all you're doing is just playing keep away. But again, it's a defensive topic, so we're going to focus really on the 2 players in the middle. So black, you guys can see there's red cones here. Stay inside the red cones. There you go. You guys are inside the greens. Right? When the ball goes out of bounds, it just restarts with the attack. My two players in the middle, you guys are only going for about 45 seconds, okay? Only about 45 seconds, and then we'll switch out. If you win it, keep it as long as you can, right? Here we go. Yeah, you play. Yep. Any ball that goes out goes to the gray. Here's the ball.
Oh yes, boys.
Good, relax. Switch out your defenders. Here we go. Good, and relax. Switch out your defenders. Here we go. Just grab a ball there. So coaches, when we first start, one of the things that I like to do is just give them a chance to get into it before we start coaching immediately, right? Let them get a little bit of a flow, let them understand the activity, minimize the rules at the beginning, and then get them going. So we'll start here probably in the next round. We'll start tweaking it, coaching it. Good, and relax. Switch out your defenders. All right, so fellas. Yeah, you're gonna have to, you may have to, we'll go a few more rounds here, okay? All right, so one of the things that I want you thinking about from the two players in the middle, I'm not worried about how many passes that the other team get, that the attackers get. The one thing I want to make sure that doesn't happen is you don't get split, right? That's the main thing, don't get split. You can give them as many passes as you want, but keep the ball in front of you. Here we go, play. Good. Good. Okay, good. Stop standing still. All right, so just look this way just a little bit. Give me some names here. John and Wes. Come here, Wes. Were you? Oh, you just stepped in. Okay, because you were on defense, right? Okay, right. So play the ball back here. All right. So I think John was pressuring. Wes was over here, right, Wes? Okay. So one of the things that I want you to think about from the two in the middle is always forcing the ball towards your cover, right? A lot of times right now when you're approaching the ball defensively, it's very flat, which allows them to go in one way or the other. Right now, take this away, right? Force into your cover. Don't let them come here. That pass is not a problem. We'll let that pass happen all day. You just got to make sure that when that pass goes, that you bend your run and take away this, and then John, you're funneling back into this way so they don't get split, right? Keep the ball here. And then little by little, we can take away that space and find the right moment to press. Does this make sense? So again, it's that idea. Channel, force, guide the ball toward your support defender. All right, let's change the two out in the middle. Do we need a sub? I think black had an extra one anyway, right? Or was black down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so, all right. Yeah, go ahead. We need a gray. Sorry, we need an extra. All right, there, it works out. We got two 5v2s. All right. Okay. All right, we got to sort it out. Here we go, play. Yeah, you got to keep the ball one way. Don't let them split. Good, that's well done. Good, just keep the ball there, keep the ball there. Good, excellent. Keep the ball toward, you got to keep it towards your teammate. There we go, good decision to press. Keep it towards your teammate. You got to drop into that space right after that pass is made.
8, 9, 10. Good, 10.
So you can see a difference between the two groups, right? So in this group here with the black, their movement isn't quite coordinated, right? One presses, but the other doesn't drop. And that's causing them to get split quite often. All right, relax. Switch it out.
I'll go with you. All right, sorry, let's not get split 100 times.
Again, don't worry about the number of passes. Don't get split. And the way that you're gonna prevent being split is by the second player dropping into the passing lane, right? Forcing the ball towards your teammate and dropping into the passing lane immediately. There can't be a hesitation. If your eyes follow the ball, then you're gonna get split, right? As soon as that ball's there, that little drop step to cut off the passing lane is gonna keep it in front of you, right? Find the right moment to press. Here we go. Keep it one way, keep it one way, keep it one way. Don't let them play around you. There we go, don't let them play around you. Yeah, there. Nobody saw it. Here we go. Which way are we pressing? Which way are we pressing? Good. That was fast, that was fast. Good, don't let them come out of it. You're good. Now we go. Come on, now we press it. Well done. Good. Way to follow. Way to get in the lane. All right. Good. Relax. Okay. So just look this way, guys. Here, playing ball here, Austin. All right. So what's the moment that we press? Right. You guys are understanding how to force the ball into each other better now. All right. You're dropping in for the most part pretty quickly after having already one session. What's the moment that we press? What tells you, let's go get the ball? All right, so it could be a bad touch. What else? Okay, it could be head down. What else?
I said loose
Loose
ball.
ball, yeah. Slow decision, okay, yeah, good, right? And so that's the moments, right? So that's what you're looking for. If you step too soon while they have their head up, the ball's under control, then they're gonna break you down in that moment, right? So be patient with your defense. We need good pressure. Pressure is really important, but we have to pressure with control, making sure the ball's staying where we want it. Guide the ball, keep it in a pocket where you want it from a defensive standpoint, right? And that might be 2 or 3 players. As long as we keep the ball between these 3 players, that's no problem. We've reduced from 5v2 or 6v2, right, down to 3v2. We're giving ourselves a better chance to win the ball. All right, switch out one more time and then we'll move on. Find the right moment to press. Find the right moment. Keep the ball in front of you. Patience. Find the right moment. Here we go. Good. There it is. There's the moment. Excellent. Well done. Way to close the passing lane. Excellent. Good. Shape it. Where do we want it to go? Shape it. Don't let them out of it. You guys got to get a little more staggered. You're too square. There we go. Well done. Way to fill the passing lane. Shape it. Don't let them play out of it. You got to step a little faster. Fill that passing lane a little faster. You got to bring it back to him, John. Bring it back to your teammate. All right, fellas, good. All right, let's grab a drink. Grab a drink, guys. Balls are going to go just on the other side of the first orange cones right there. Thanks, guys, for helping. Right about just on the other side of those orange cones there. Thanks, Dalton. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, shoulder problem. Old shoulder.
So coaches, in the first part, again, just to review a little bit, the main points that we're trying to get out of them is this idea that just shape the game, right? Be patient in your defense, move, shift. We want pressure on the ball, but as long as we can contain it in a certain area, that's going to be helpful. Now, of course, OB, you know, he worked him pretty hard, but the guys are doing all right. We'll see how they manage through the rest of the session. But you can see sometimes it's not, when that breakdown is happening, sometimes it's a fatigue piece, right? Sometimes it's a decision piece. And so that's important for you to kind of discern in your coaching. Am I chasing the ball because I've made a bad decision? Or am I not getting there because I'm fatigued? And so that's an important piece. So as we go through the session, we'll start to try to delineate between when a mistake happens for one reason over another, right? And so again, the other thing, you heard some of the terminology, shaping the game, keeping the ball there, patient, finding the visual cues of when is this a good time to go and win the ball, and when do I need to hold back a little bit and just be patient, right? Everything here in the first few activities is everything's numbers down. So if they just run around as fast as they can, one, they're going to tire themselves out, and two, we call it the domino effect, and you're going to see that a little bit here. The domino effect is when one person steps without the rest of the team and they get played around, and then another person steps and they get played around, and all of a sudden one after the other falls. So we're going to talk about creating pressure pockets now with the team. We're going to, I'm actually going to make it a little bit easier for them and make the field a little bit shorter here. So, all right, fellas, come on in this way. Are you good to go, or do you need to be out? Yeah, well, here's what's going to happen. So what I want right now is I just want 5 players in black. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys stay in black. Everybody else can take their vest off, okay? Right? You get it out of the way, Dalton. It'll be all right. So, right? Here you go. All right, so here's what's happening, fellas. Thanks. All right, well, I'm going to put some cones down. We're going to make the field a little bit shorter, but you guys are going to play. You're going to play from a cone line that I'll put down here to the goal line to kind of where the coaches are standing right there, right? It's just possession. It's 1, 2, 3. It should be 10 versus 5 basically in this. So again, the same thing applies from the 5v2. You don't have to win the ball right away. This isn't a high pressure activity. It's an intelligence activity. Keep the ball, lock it in a place, and then find the right moment to go and win the ball. Does this make sense? Okay. All right. No, you're in this side. Yep. You're on this side. Austin, you want to play? All right, guys, ready? Here we go. Play. Black, if you win it, keep it as long as you can. There we go. No, you play right back to the white. That's okay. So coaches, simply, I think it's 9v5 right now. Just possession. Like we talked about in the first session, we're just going to let them play and get used to the game for a little bit, okay? Then we'll start to open it up. But they are coming to this cone line here, so just be mindful of that. Yeah, that was a tough one. If you need to step out, it's all right. All right, guys, hold up. 5 blacks. Give your black to another person on gray. Here we go. Go ahead. Yep, yep. Good. Oh, you had him, you had him. Good. Good, well done.
Big.
All right. Okay, good. Stop standing still. Sorry. Here, bring the ball back here. What's your name?
Ty.
Ty. So one of the things now, you guys are understanding this pretty well, okay? And you're working together is pretty good. There still has to be pressure on the ball, right? And so once we get our shape, and the better that you guys can talk to Ty and tell him it's time to go, you've got to close this down. We don't need to go to win the ball right now. Your job's not to win the ball. Your job is to make sure the ball goes into your teammates. It's their job to win the ball, but you've got to shape it. The ball can't go out to John, so you've got to shape it, but you've got to get enough pressure that they can't beat us with that one pass. That allows, they're reading your pressure, and that tells them to step up into this, all right? And so what we're trying to do right now, fellas, is create what we call a pressure pocket. So as Ty steps to this ball and takes John away, you've got to take this away. Yeah, you don't have to commit completely to it, but you got to come a little bit more right here, right? So now these players are filling in the middle. You got to give us a little bit of that depth, right? And so you can see this pocket of space. Like, we want someone to come into this area, and as that ball comes in, because Ty's taken away the big ball, that's eliminated several of their players, and as it comes in and the ball comes in short because that's the only option they have, that's where he collapses on it, right? We force it into this pocket, and that's where our numbers can now win the ball. Does this make sense to you? Right? But if there's not pressure, then they're going to break us in that moment. All right? Ball with me. Back up, Ty. Ready? Play. Well done. Good choice, Ty. Well done. All right, switch it out, Black. Thanks, Austin. Switch it out. Yeah, well, there's somebody. You'll rotate through again, because we'll do a few more. So we just need to make sure we got 5 blacks. 2, 4, 5. Good. We're good. Let John get us. That's all right. No worries. We're all good. All right, here we go. Play. Shape it. It's got to be pressure. We got to get pressure on the ball. All right, fantastic. Way to find that space there. There's the pocket. Now we got to win it. Now we got to win it. Well done, Black. Well done. And good. Stop standing still. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'll give you the whistle here. So, I'm sorry, Wes, is that right? All right, so slide this way. Let's recreate this for a moment. Can I get the ball there? Thanks. Come back here a bit, Wes. You guys are back. Go back about another 5 or 6 yards here, right? So Wes is going to pressure. I love it. We need that good pressure on the ball, but there's one problem here. What is it? Huh? Yeah, there's a little bit of that, but there's something else. Go ahead. Yeah, he's pressuring alone. We got to have it, right? So you guys have got to be in this. You did a good job once he went to try to make up the ground, but it's going to be too late. And so you got to tell Wes in this moment, hold, give him that space. It's like giving the center backs that end of the field, right? They're not going to hurt you right now. We just got to make sure we hunt in a pack, right? We got to go together. And if he goes by himself, then that domino effect is going to happen where they're going to break us down, right? All right, ball with me. Okay. Here we go, play. Now we can start to move. Move together, fill that middle, fill that middle. Fill that middle. There we go, now we win it.
Yeah.
All right. Together now. You got to move it to the same place. See, that's what we got to make sure we're cutting that pass off. We can't let him out of that pocket. Close it. Oh, that's a good ball. Good ball. Okay, we're to numbers. We got numbers, Wes. Come on. Oh, unlucky, John. Together. Well done, Wes. All right, change it out. Now, fellas, hey, one of the things is, again, 2 sessions in a row isn't easy, especially when it's defense. But one of the things that you get this is going to help you a lot is your speed of thought as the ball moves, right? You've got to be more proactive in your movement as the ball moves. If you react, then they're going to break you down, right? So play the ball here for Austin, right? So if I come and I'm shaping this, and the ball goes there, right? And I follow it or I don't move immediately, then it's going to get broken down, right? If I don't drop it back into this space and try to shape the play, it's going to get broken down. So that's where your speed of thought has to raise up a little bit now. Even though you've got tired legs, your mind has to keep working at the right speed. Right, here we go, play. Shape it. Keep it where you want it. Good, close it now. We got it. Yes, well done. Here we go. Sorry, here we go. Keep it that way. Good stuff, Black. Don't let him out. Good choice. Together. Fill that middle. And stop, stand still. Okay, you see it. You guys see it, right? Play the ball back there. I know you recognize it, but this is for the coaches now. Play the ball back. So this setup is a coach, or excuse me, what's your name? Jared. Jared's doing a great job communicating. He's coming. He's cut off that over there. But this now, it's this little pocket of space that we've got to fall into, right? So one of the two of you have got to come and pick up this so we close that pressure pocket and they can't play out of us, right? Ball with me. Ready, Black? Fix it. Play. Fix it. Don't let it out, Jared. Hey, we got numbers. You got numbers. Do you have numbers? Don't let him out of it. Good. Unlucky. Slide together. Good pressure. All right, here we go. One more rotation, Black. Switch it out.
Come on, baby. Get another round in. Let's go. We'll have the ball more.
You got 5? Here we go, play. Good pressure, well done, Ty. Play. Keep it. So coaches, one of the things that I really emphasize, and this doesn't get emphasized enough when you're running your sessions, is the fact that when the defenders win it, they've got to find a way to keep it, right? That moment of transition happens so often. We run sessions, a lot of times defense wins it, and it's over, and we reset. And then we wonder why they give the ball away in the game. And so I'm not emphasizing a ton of that moment right there, but it will come into play more functionally in the next activity. Together, together, together. All right. Hold on. Together, together, Black. Fill that space. Good. Keep the ball. Lock it in. Come on, Wes. Get pressure on the ball. It's got to be a little faster, Wes. A little faster. Close it, Ty. Close it, Ty. Don't let him. Come on. We're unorganized right now. Win it again, Black, and you're out. Win it again, and you're out. Together, together, together. Pressure. You got to get. Don't let him play outside of you. Don't let him play outside of you. Together. Talk to you, Wes. Talk to Wes. Come on. Fill that middle. Fill that middle. Fill that middle. They got to get that pressure there. Well done. All right, guys. Good stuff. Grab a drink. Grab a drink. Good stuff. Good work. Yeah, we can leave a few there. You can put some in the keepers. We're going to need you guys now. You can put your gloves on. This goal is going to have all sides. Yeah. Yeah. You want to grab a yellow. This goal is going to have the most action. I think you're the healthier of the two. Is that correct? Yeah. So you can be in here. You're just going to kind of they're going to counterattack on you. Most of your action will be feeding balls when it's out of bounds. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right, fellas, we need 5. Let's start functionally. So if I've got a 4 back, center backs, outside back, and a holding mid, let's put you guys in black here, okay? And everybody's going to go. We'll rotate everybody through, so because you guys, obviously, we don't want to put anybody out too much. Yeah, you can take your black off there. Thanks. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so fellas, I need a front 3. Yeah, give me a wing, 2 wings and a center forward. Give me 3 mids. 3 center mids, and then you guys can spread across the back here. Yeah. Everybody be in. Okay, so here's what's happening, fellas. Okay, well, you know what? Let me get. I need 2 more kind of attacking players, wingers or outside backs, to go on the black team. Okay, so go ahead and put it on black, John. Go ahead and put it on black. That's fine. Okay. Let's bring one of you into the midfield, and then you can just play central here. So Dalton, you can play on the far side. You're going to play between the 2 yellow cones, okay? John, you're going to play between these 2 yellow cones. Good timing for the train. Dalton, come in a little bit. Dalton. Hey guys, come up this way. Come in, John. Let's come this way. I don't know how long the train is, but let me explain the game. All right, let me explain the game because you can't hear me over the train. All right, so basically the gray, you guys are attacking goal, okay? You're trying to score. This area right here is like a neutral zone for you. So anytime you're in trouble, you can play back into the neutral zone and black can't win the ball in that space, all right? You can come right up to it, all right? But you can't step across and win the ball. So that's your free space right there, right? So gray, you're trying to move the ball and score a goal. Black, you guys are defending. You're obviously numbers down, but when you win it, you've got an outlet there and an outlet there, and Dalton and John. So if you can win it, find those players, and then you guys are counterattacking to that goal, right? Okay? All right. You can defend, yeah. Once, if they win the ball, you can press them here, win the ball back, score. You can deny it, okay? The only thing you can't do is that so this creates a neutral zone for the black team as well. So if they find John over there, you can't win the ball from him in that moment, right? Once he attacks or plays, dribbles into that, then it's a live game at that moment, right? You guys will figure it out here as we go,
So
all right?
wingers, we have to stay wide, or can we?
Yeah, you're going to stay wide. The only thing you're doing is you're not defending at all. You're just a counterattack option for us, right? Okay?
Can we attack goal when we get it?
Yeah. If you win the ball, go for goal, right? Okay? All right, we are playing off sides there, Jared. So you got an AR there, right? So you can compact the space as you need to. All right, here we go, play. So coaches, the activity here, sorry I had to, because of the train, there's no way they were going to hear me. Here we go, start from here. We'll start with the gray. So coaches, what's happening right now, okay? So you have 5 blacks here, right? Plus 2, okay? There's a neutral zone here, so you can just see right there, the black can't come and press into the neutral zone. This gives the gray a chance to kind of control the ball quite a bit and be able to have time to move the ball around. And that's what we're looking for right now, is we want the black just shifting and sliding and moving, supporting each other, dealing with runners through, and then if they win it, they have outlets here to be able to go in the other direction. Nobody saw it, Ty. Just all 30 coaches, that's all right. All sides. Yeah, here we go. Play keep. Here we go. Here we go, black. Find your targets. Find your outlets. There you go. Find Dalton there. Good. Now we counter, black. Play. It's a live game. Play. It's a live game.
Big, Maddie.
Good. Reset. Good. Now we counter. Oofta. Counter, counter. There we go. Come on, Black. Good. All right, guys, here we go.
Let's keep the ball.
Yeah. Jared's right. So. All right, so fellas, hey, we're right on both accounts here, okay? So one, when we find those outlets, it is important to find a way to make sure we're keeping the ball. If we're defending and defending and defending, then we've got to be able to keep it. And so in those moments, like you found John here a moment ago, and we start to attack, if it's not on to attack fast, that's your decision now to get players up, to keep the ball. And again, remember that if Black wins it and starts to attack, this becomes their neutral zone. So Gray's got to stay out of that area now, right? So whatever team has possession of the ball, they get to use the neutral zone to be able to start their attack. Does this make sense? Okay? Yeah. Once they get into that zone, yes. Yeah, once they get in that zone, they can defend the winger, right? So Gray, what I'm looking for you guys right now, and it's been all right, is I just want a lot of ball movement, moving the ball side to side, make the Black shift and change, and then we're going to start talking about your shape in just a minute, Black. All right, here we go, play. Slide, slide, slide. Pressure on the ball, Wes, pressure on the ball. Slide, slide, slide.
Yeah, I'm on line, I'm on line.
Good. Counter. Yeah, you can run back, yeah. It's just if they win it, you can't defend in here.
Okay.
They win it, you can't defend.
Ask for the ball there. You're gonna get space. Black, turn and face.
If we receive it and we're like, if I just stay right here, can
They cannot tackle you now. Okay, good. Stop sitting still. Hold here. So, play back this way. Go ahead. Sorry, what's your name? Luke. Luke's got the ball. What's your name? Isaiah. Okay. So, go back a little bit, Luke, right there. Right? So again, we talk about reading the visual cues. We talk about being proactive in our movement versus reactive. And again, I know you're working on tired legs here, okay? But here's the idea. Luke has taken a touch in this direction. He's looked up. It's pretty obvious the ball's going to go here. So your proactive defense means that you're starting to move, not so early that they'll cut behind you, but so that you're close enough that as Luke plays the ball, you can close tie down. This is the pressure that we need, right? That pressure then triggers everybody else to move into the right places. Then we lock the ball in, and that's when we're going to be able to win it. Does that make sense? Right? But if you wait and then go, it's all reactive, and then we can't get you're actually running more than running together. Does this make sense to you? Right? All right, play the ball back. Give it to Luke. Luke, you're going to play the same pass, okay? And then we're going to start it up. Here we go. Play to Luke. Okay, good. He opens up. Read it. Start to slide. Starts to slide. Good. Then we close. Now you've got to come too. And good. Stop sitting still. Hold up. I'll start to use the whistle. I have anything to. Play the ball back here to Luke. Sorry, Jared. Play the ball back here to Luke. Sorry, what's your name? Brock. All right, so as you go to play the ball to tie there, say, right? All right, and Luke comes in, this is the moment, right? You're forcing it, right? You've got to come, and now we've locked it in. We've committed to this area right here, so it can't come out, right? Does this make sense? We'll give them that, right? But we've got to lock it in here. Yeah, no, it's all right, because now what's going to happen is your positioning being here, between the two of you, you can cut this out. Does that make sense? Right? Play, tie, go. Good. Oh, that was the moment. That was a good try, Brock. That was a good try. Good. Keep it one way, Brock. Keep it one way. Good, Brock. Here we go, John. Here we go. Now we're countering. Get up, Black. Good effort, though. That was well done, guys. No, yeah, reset. Let Brock get back. Here we go, play. Keep him one way, Brock. Go. We've got him here. Don't let him out. Fine, now reset. And good, stop standing still. Hold up. Play the ball back here. All right, so Luke, give the ball back here because Luke, you played it out. So what's your name? Matthew. Luke, you played to Matthew. So now remember, right? All of this defense is about space. It's about taking away space. It's about collapsing in space. It's about guiding the ball into the spaces that we want it to be. You know that you've got it all sideline here. When this ball goes back to Matthew, right? Brock's doing the right thing. His recovery run is back in central, so he can get in a position to start to shape it. But now, Jared, your line has got to come up, right? Eat this space. Force them to start to work back, and they can't stay on that line. This makes sense? Yeah? Okay? All right, play the ball back to Luke. Go back a little bit, Brock, or go back a little bit, Jared, there with your line. All right, Luke, you're going to play here, and I want you to start to step. Good. Eat some space. Good. Read the game. Get the cross, Brock. There's our pressure pocket. You got to win it now. Commit to win it now. Good, Brock. Well done. So that's where you've got to now, sorry, what's your name? Jason. So Jason, when that ball gets played past Brock, because Brock is closing, and now all you can see, he's not going to cut this off, go ahead and step into this place, right? Step in so they can't look up and face, right? Do anybody want to switch in with some of these other black players? Or is this pretty much your defense and you're holding mid? Huh? Yeah, if you want to switch in, fine. Otherwise, I know. But it should be functional, right? I mean, it should be functional. All right, here we go, Matthew. Play. There, read it, Isaiah. Good. Come across, Brock. Come across. Good. I just want to throw in, but we're going to let him play. Good. Slide. Get across, Brock. Get across. Well done, Black. Here we go. Start from you, keep. Start from you. Here we go. So coaches, you could start to work with a great team and how they shape their defense as well. Good.
Take your space, attack him.
Oh, now we go, Isaiah. Come on. Now's the moment. All right, well done, guys. Way to come over, Jason. That was excellent. Here we go. One more ball, and then we'll give you a drink. Here we go. Good, counter. Good. Attack Black. Good, there you go, good. Good, Jason. All right, good. Let's grab a drink, guys. Hey, we got a sub if we need it, Jason. You got it? All right, guys, hey, grab a drink, 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, we'll play a 5-minute game and finish you guys up, right? 5 minutes. Huh? Yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna do a 5-minute game and then be done. Okay. All right, hey coaches. So just a little bit about the last activity, right? You know, so again, some of the coaching points, visual cues, sliding and shifting, how they shape their defense, where they're trying to channel the ball, keeping it locked in. Once the other team is declared to assign, they're locking the ball in those moments. How are they picking the right moment to go and win it? And then when they do win it, now there's a bit of emphasis in that transition moment. As you can see, how frustrating it is if they work so hard defensively and then give the ball away again. And I know we've dealt with that with our teams a lot, but it's that idea now that you've worked so hard, now we have to work to keep it, because now what happens, the general idea, and of course these guys are pretty knackered, but the general idea is that when we win it, if we can get up and support the ball, if we lose it, we have better numbers to repress in those moments or support to keep the ball and knock it around to create our attack. But if we don't move up and we just let it go, the game gets stretched. Then all of a sudden there's not support there. If the ball is lost, we're disjointed, players are out of shape, and now it becomes really hard to defend in those moments, right? The block has to move not only defensively together, but offensively together. So that's the next phase of that you see kind of in that when we add the transition. All right, we're gonna ask them, guys, you got 5 minutes in you, right? 5 minutes in you? Okay. We need what do we have? We need 2 more black. No, actually we should have 7v7. So black will be on one end. Guys, it's just a regular game right now. Okay? All right, that's right. You can just leave them there. It's fine. Okay? Thanks. All right, so Gray, you guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, so hey, this is an offside. This is an offside line still for this, like the midline. So you can compact space, right? Okay, 5-minute game. So obviously, Gray, we're looking at you guys as well and how you shape your defense. Okay, here we go. Play. No neutral zone. It's a regular game. No restrictions here.
Yeah, go big, go big.
Step, 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 Jared, step. Close your space. Close your space. You can do it from right over here.
Okay, do you want one for the other team?
No, it's fine. It's fine. If you're going to go, we got to go together. Shift, shift, shift. Close the space, close the space. Play a throw in. Play a throw in, great. Black, can you lock the ball in now? This is a great time to win it. If you're going, Dalton's going. We got to go. We got to go. Lock it in. Don't let it out. Good, Brock. Great counter. Good stuff, Brock. That's all you. That's great. Good pressure, Dalton. Turn and face the ball now. And good. Stop standing still. Hold up there. Hold up there. Okay, so go ahead, Dalton. Come on up. Go ahead and take the ball. Go ahead. Go ahead and put the pressure on the ball. Right? Who did you pick up the ball here in the midfield? Right? So remember, right? This comes right back to our possession. If we want to press, no problem, right? But Brock, you've got to fill this pocket. Right? So Dalton's forcing the ball into the pocket. Wes is taking that away. You've got to come up in here. But if you're not ready, then you got to pull him back. Right? So that's the communication in that moment. All right, back up a bit, Dalton. Ball with me. Brock, back up a little bit. Ready? Here we go. Play. Come on, come on, come on. Start to slide, John. There you go. Good, John. Well done. Here we go. Reorganize your defense now, Black.
I say exit following. Help! 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 You all right? Finish time! Yes!
Oh, well done, Keith. Left corner.
Find something here, find something here.
West, one short.
Hey, middle.
Rock, drop it.
Come on, Rambo! Hey!
Wait.
Time, Hey, get in there,
Lack a chance to understand.
Don't let it out there, you got him!
Step up. Let's go.
That's good enough, guys. We'll end on that one. Thanks, guys.
How wide do you want me?
You know, yeah, I think so. Good stuff, guys. Well done. Well done. Thanks, guys, for putting it up. Well done, Ty. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Brock. Yeah. Thanks, John. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Well done, Luke. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks, Jared.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Thank you. I am. Yeah, if you guys want to just pick up the cones and bring the balls in, that'd be fantastic. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you. I think you guys just clapped for them already, right? Yeah. Did you guys, did you give them a round of applause already? Let's give them a second one. Having to do defense second was probably, you know, that's all right though. Questions? I tried to kind of talk through each stage and a little bit about what we're looking for. Again, you know, it starts just with those two in the 5v2. You want to make again, when you're dealing with your teams, you want to make the grid big enough that it's not just turnover, because they never learn to defend that way. I know sometimes when I watch, especially younger players who aren't very good on the ball, the coaches make the grids really tight, and they can never get a rhythm of passing. So the defense looks great because they're winning the ball all the time, but the reality is it's just because of bad touches from the attackers, right? They don't have enough time and space to be able to create some type of rhythm that makes the defenders make decisions. When do I step? When do I drop? When should I attack the ball? How do I shape this in this moment? So you're implementing and imprinting the different terminology that you want into that first activity. You're talking about the different themes that you want to progress upon, right? And then it advances into the bigger area, so it becomes more complex. There's more ground to cover. They have more players to deal with, okay? Because you could see, again, a lot of it was just tired legs, but there at the end, very good example of what was happening sometimes in the possession. One player would go, but the rest of the team wasn't ready, or they weren't willing, one of the two. And so that becomes a really important piece, that you have to hunt the ball in packs to create those pressure pockets and the right time to read it. The visual cues of reading the body shape and where the ball is most likely to go, so they can be proactive in their movement to go and close down the ball in those moments. That pressure keys everybody else. If the pressure isn't right, everything else becomes disjointed, right? And then of course, then we want to be able to make sure it becomes functional. So again, I put in what they told me were 4 backs and a holding mid. So now it becomes very functional in how they're organizing themselves. They have shape, they have direction, and now we have outlets. So now we have transition that goes into it, which is a huge part of the game. And then we finally get to the last piece. And in that last piece, usually what I like to do is I like to have 1+ player. So again, it can't be man for man. You always have to continue to shift and recognize that I have to go and help. When do I need to release? How do we lock the ball in here? Because there's going to be somebody open over there, and if we don't do a good job, we're going to get punished. And that teaches them within the game in itself. Right? Anything else?
I had one
Yeah,
question.
please.
I think it was not in the scrimmage, but maybe in the one before when you were having them collapse
Yeah,
on a pass that was forced into the middle.
right.
That feels dangerous to me because if then they don't win the ball, then we're in a bad spot and they might have a goal scoring chance.
Sure.
Why that instead of forcing them to stay on the outside or to switch to the back and switch back around again?
Right, right. No, it's a good question. And I think that it's probably needs to be put back into the shape and say, this is what I saw in that moment, to be able to coach them in there. But what I do want them to understand is that if the pressuring player is guiding the ball into that pocket, I want them to have the freedom to step in and win it. And if I don't want them to be too cautious in that moment, because what we found, and again, that there's a difference in how you might coach your own team versus just kind of a session here. But one of the things that we want to try to tell our players is that in that moment, especially if the player is back to pressure, like that's a place that we're going to go and press. That's a place we're going to collapse on it because they can't turn. I would much rather us take a chance there than allowing a player to be able to turn and face up on us in some of those moments.